Hiya, hiya, it's the Joey Reynolds Rap. And in South Florida, we got plenty to rap about. You can get a bum rap here too, with no effort. Now, what's happening in our television you're on this medium now, you're watching me. And when you watch TV, they live in future land. I mean, nobody's ever in the moment. In real life, we are usually multitasking. We're on the cell phone, or we're making breakfast or dinner or whatever. And we're also online, or we're watching the TV, and we're talking to someone while we're texting. It's just amazingly disruptive, and we don't focus. But listen to this one. This is the one that really frosts my buns. You're watching television, and it's always about what's next. You know, we're futuring people all the time. Film at 11. We'll tell you more later. Why don't you just give it to me now? I want it now. And what do they call it? On demand? On demand? I want it on demand. I demand to have this right now. Like right now, I'm talking about what I'm talking about. I'm not saying come back in an hour, and meanwhile we'll have a commercial for you. You know, that's what they do. See, they future you. And it's done very, very carefully, where you get involved, even in a movie, on those channels. You watch an hour and a half movie, it takes 3 hours because of the 2 hours of commercials. It's amazing how we have this society accepted by the public. Public never bitches. I'll tell you where it's going to change. This is honest to God's truth. When you pay $18 for a film in a theater, and if you're sitting in there in the IMAX and you're watching a film, and they interrupt you with a Diet Coke commercial or Coke Zero, you're going to throw your refreshments through the screen. See, this is when you really do know what's going on, is when you're interrupted with your pleasure. I mean, anyone interrupts your sex life, boy. Well, of course, to a lot of us married guys, it is an interruption. But when you are being interrupted for your pleasures, and somebody is doing a commercial, whoa! And everything's become a commercial. People running for office, all the newscasts, everybody's got a PR person. They all got some sort of publicity that they're grinding out. And if it weren't for movies, there wouldn't be any television. I mean, that's all they talk about. All the guests on the shows are about the next film, the blockbusters. They have nothing. They have nothing. It's like playing blind man's poker. They don't have a hand. And they're bluffing you all the time. There's not really anything going on. There's only 2 or 3 big stories right now, as you know, on the news, but they've used Hamburger Helper. This thing is going to go on like a bad movie, which we will also talk about on the Today Show. This is our next guest, is the bad film guest. Oh, man, look at what we've done with Amy Schumer. We made her a movie star in about a week. That's what happens when you have the money and the muscle and the power. And who is she? Where does she come from? This is what happens. I'm just giving you the schematic here. You need the blueprint in case you're wanting to get into this great crazy business that I've been in all my life. Now, as I have often said, when I first started, I didn't want to be much, and it's working just fine. It's a Reynolds Rap. Joey Reynolds Rap.